Strategic sourcing. How to find, evaluate, and secure the best suppliers. Welcome back. Have you ever wondered why some companies can offer better prices, faster shipping, and higher quality than everyone else? It's not magic, it's sourcing. Whether you are a small business owner or a procurement professional, your success depends on your suppliers. In this video, we break down the sourcing process from identifying potential vendors to negotiating the best deals. Learn the difference between procurement and sourcing, the 7 steps of strategic sourcing, and how to build a resilient supply chain in 2026. Most people think buying for a business is like shopping at a grocery store. It's not. It's a strategic game of finding the right partners to fuel your growth. Today, I'm showing you the sourcing blueprint used by top organizations to cut costs and boost quality. Let's dive in. 1. What is strategic sourcing? First, let's clear up the confusion. People often use procurement and sourcing interchangeably, but they are different. Procurement is the transactional part, ordering, receiving, and paying for goods. Sourcing is the strategic part, finding the best vendors, building relationships, and managing risks. It's not just about the lowest price. It's about TCO, total cost of ownership. That means considering shipping, taxes, quality, and reliability, not just the sticker price. Section 2. The 7-step sourcing process. Professional sourcing usually follows a specific cycle. Here are the 7 steps. 1. Analyze category. What are we buying and how much are we currently spending? 2. Market research. Who are the players? Are we sourcing locally or globally? Global sourcing. 3. Develop a strategy. Will we buy from one big supplier or multiple small ones to reduce risk? 4. Selection. The RFP. Send out a request for proposal, RFP. This is where you tell vendors, here is what I need, give me your best offer. 5. Negotiate. Don't just negotiate price. Talk about lead times, payment terms, and volume discounts. 6. Implementation. Onboard the supplier and integrate them into your workflow. 7. Benchmarking. Regularly check, are they still the best? Or is it time to source again? Section 3. Where to find suppliers. Where do you actually look? B2B marketplaces for global sourcing, sites like Alibaba, Global Sources, or Thomasnet are the gold standard. Trade shows. Nothing beats seeing a product and meeting a manufacturer in person. Industry directories. Professional associations often have weighted lists of suppliers. Social media. Platforms like LinkedIn are increasingly used for direct hiring manager to manufacturer connections. Section 4. Red flags. What to avoid. A bad supplier can ruin your business. Watch out for these red flags. Poor communication. If they take 4 days to answer an email before you pay them, imagine how slow they'll be after they have your money. Unrealistic prices. If it's 50% cheaper than everyone else, they are cutting corners somewhere, usually in quality or labor ethics. Lack of certifications. Always ask for ISO or industry-specific certifications to ensure they meet legal standards. Conclusion and call to action. Sourcing is about building a bridge between your needs and the world's resources. The better you bridge, the faster your business moves. I've put a supplier evaluation scorecard template in the description below to help you compare vendors side by side. Are you currently looking to source locally or internationally? Tell me your biggest challenge in the comments, and I'll try to give you some specific advice. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more supply chain and business tips. I'll see you in the next one. Wow.